On a warm afternoon in Rio, Texas, 19-year-old Amaya Diaz was loaded into the back of a police cruiser. Someone was filming, and she noticed. Her reaction was a casual joke, smirking for the camera as if leaving a rowdy high school party. The investigators flanking her were serving an arrest warrant for a gruesome murder. Hours earlier, a woman had been hacked to death in the middle of a busy street in broad daylight. While Diaz was laughing at the lens, 32-year-old Caroline Pena was fighting to survive. Paramedics had rushed the mother of 5 from the pavement to a local hospital before airlifting her to San Antonio for emergency surgery. Pena would not survive the night. She had been stabbed twice in the back and a third time in the stomach. The brutality of the attack stood in stark contrast to the suspect's online identities. Only days prior, one of the accused had posted glowing social media videos detailing unconditional love for her young son. In the digital world, they appeared to be devoted parents and friends. To the public viewing the arrest footage online, that smirk is a disturbing spectacle. To investigators, it is a highly valuable piece of legal evidence, a recorded window into the suspect's state of mind. The speed of this investigation left the suspects with zero room to maneuver. Police received the call about a stabbing victim at the hospital at 2:10 p.m. By 4 p.m., Diaz and her friends were already in handcuffs. That 90-minute window was possible because of where the violence occurred. This happened on the 800 block of 10th Street, a busy commercial intersection near a Sonic restaurant. This diagram illustrates how a public environment functions as a digital trap. Because the attackers chose an open area, they operated entirely inside a web of overlapping environmental data points. Within minutes, detectives had access to surveillance video from local businesses, automated license plate readers tracking vehicles, and cell phone images of the altercation already circulating on social media. When multiple suspects are involved, investigators use this immediate flood of data to isolate the weakest link. Identifying who held the weapon allows police to apply maximum pressure during the first round of interrogations. Rapid evidence gathering forces the suspects into custody before they have the time to coordinate their stories or scrub their digital footprints. Once a suspect is in custody, prosecutors build their case based on the totality of circumstances. This means weighing the physical evidence alongside behavioral observations made from the moment of arrest. A suspect who jokes during their apprehension proactively undermines their own future legal options. Standard defenses, acting in a blind panic or suffering from severe emotional disturbance, require a jury to believe the defendant was traumatized by the violence. That argument is difficult to sell when the suspect was laughing while being led to a cruiser. During a trial, the prosecution will play that exact arrest footage in front of these seats to prove a cold and calculated psychological state. The public perp walk is rarely the end of the chase. It is the prosecution's first opportunity to capture unscripted behavior before a lawyer can coach the suspect on how to act. Today, Mia Diaz, her sister Kitty, and Kandra Faz are being held in a local correctional facility. They remain incarcerated while the district attorney prepares formal indictments. In Texas, the potential penalties for a daylight stabbing are severe. A conviction for a murder of this nature carries a minimum of life in prison, with the death penalty remaining a legal possibility for the prosecution. Beyond a legal process is the permanent human cost. Caroline Pena was a mother of 5 whose life was ended over a brief dispute on a street corner. This case highlights a jarring behavioral disconnect. The suspects appeared to treat their arrest as another postable moment, seemingly failing to recognize that, unlike a digital feed, a life cannot be restored once it is erased. The criminal justice system is a machine that measures truth in physical evidence and behavioral facts. It does not account for digital clout or social media posturing. Mia Diaz used a smirk to project indifference. That specific moment of levity may ultimately be the exact piece of evidence that ensures she spends the rest of her life behind bars.